Time for a Voodo Garden North update. So far this year, this garden has been really killer. Tomatoes are just now starting to turn. I've had about maybe half a dozen large tomatoes so far, and a few dozen cherry tomatoes that I've been able to harvest. But they're coming on pretty strong. It won't be long before I've got a lot of tomatoes. I'm looking forward to canning and making salsa and spaghetti sauce and all kinds of good stuff from them. The Brussels sprouts, doing really great. Have just now started to be able to harvest those, and I just love those little cabbages. They're awesome. One of the new additions is the shed I just built to house my gardening tools. It's worked out pretty good for me, actually. Anyway, I guess the shed's really not part of the garden. The beans have done awesome. They really have. Let me see if I can focus in on a bean. Seems like every day I have to come out here and pick beans. They have just been really prolific. These are Kentucky Wonders. They're pole beans, and they just really have produced. My onions are doing great. I need to do a little weeding, but I've not had a lot of time lately to accomplish that. The other side of the beans are the peas, and they're pretty much played out, but they were really great. I'm looking forward. In fact, I'm going to plant even more peas next year. I really enjoy. They're really tasty. The lettuce has given me a lot of salads this year, a lot of salads. But the bugs seem to have their way pretty much with my my collard greens, but not too bad. I don't mind sharing a little bit of the harvest with the little creatures of the world. My mustard greens are gone, but they really turned out great. I had enough mustard greens for myself and several friends. The beets were awesome, and the kohlrabies worked out great. The peppers, really phenomenal. And if you remember, the zucchini that I thought for sure were goners, they've actually turned out really well this year. I mean, I've had better producing zucchini plants, but considering that these things were on serious life support, yeah, I mean, they've really worked out well. And the cucumbers are really coming in strong now. I'm starting to be able to pick several of them. If I can, there's one. You know, these LCD screens are great, but they're so limited when you want to focus in on something. So anyway, for the most part, that's the Voodo garden. I do have one more up here. Is my potted cherry tomato plant, and it's treated me right. It really has. It's treated me right. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the Voodo Garden North, and maybe in the next few weeks I'll get to do a Voodo Garden South update. So everyone, take care.